Oh hey, Happy New Year, January 2018 to you. So this time of year, the holidays, people get new stuff and they throw stuff away. So what I have found in the garbage on the side of the road are these two tables. Really, other than being ugly, nothing wrong with them. They are from the iStore, and this one's kind of an eyesore. Anyway, I want to make a table saw sled, and this is a good piece of laminated wood that I can utilize for that. The idea is I'm going to make it be able to collapse, you'll see, but anyway, to make it as small as possible, and I can store it underneath my workbench up towards the top. So the bottom of my workbench has still got room to store things. This will be kind of floating. Think of a wine glass holder, an upside down wine glass where it slides in. That's what I'm going to do with this. It's going to be a table saw sled because it's winter time, right? That's what we do. We use sleds. Anyway, stick with me. Let's make a sled. Oh, hey. So let's see where we're at so far. I've taken this IKEA tabletop, and I wanted to make a table saw sled with collapsible fences on it to store it easier. And so far we've got this all cleaned up and smoothed out. It's fairly straight. I reinforced it. I'll show you that. The runners are a hardwood. And I added these little washers on the end. These will actually hook into the miter slots on my table saw and allow me, if you will, as I pull it back and forth on the table saw, it'll allow me to pull it this far back, almost to the edge, and it'll hold itself up. So I thought that was a great idea. Again, I reinforced it on the ends with this aluminum to keep it from warping. Now we have the fences. So the idea is, let me readjust here. So we'll talk about the fences. Okay, so these fences, the collapsible fences, the fold down fences, the idea is to have them fold down like this because you see the profile now becomes much smaller, and I can store it underneath my workbench at the top, kind of like a wine glass rack. I don't want to do that now. It's a pain in the butt. My bench vise is in the way. So two things have changed. That is the one thing, and I realized that first I have enough space between my bench and my table saw to store this sled and another sled. And I'm gonna make another sled in this video, because when I looked at this, I got this far and I realized, okay, they're gonna flip up, they're gonna lock into place. That all works. I know it's a good idea. It's sturdy enough for me. But the space, the work area in between the fences is kind of small, and I didn't take that into consideration. So my bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this sled. I'm going to make two sleds. I'm going to make this one a miter sled. What I will do is I will have a smaller permanent fence in the back. It doesn't need to be real beefy. And I'm going to have to make picture frames, some kind of a board system or a line, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm going to be able to cut picture frames, scarf joints for my guitars. All of that being said, the neat thing is I can take this and store it out of the way back there. It's in between my bench, my table saw, just like the welding tabletop that I made. I store it over there too. This is really cool. I also have that extra IKEA table. I took the top off of that table. This one is about 36 inches square, which now actually gives me the ability to do the same concept with a folding fence idea and have a greater work surface in between. The reason I'm going to continue with the folding fence idea is because I can, and I want to see if it's going to work out actually and be good enough. So let's continue, and we'll build two sleds on this video. The miter sled and a regular sled with collapsing fences for no other reason than we can. That's what this maker community is all about. Let's check it out. Hey, so I have two table saw sleds now. One is a miter sled, this one, and the other is a crosscut sled. So the miter sled, I set it up with this to give me a perfect 45. You screw it down real quick, and now I can do picture frames or whatever. Mostly that's what I would do. I know this is lined up because I put a little mark right here. Anyway, boom. I tested it. I can make perfect 45s with this. Not bad. And I can pull it out It doesn't fall off the table. As big a picture frame as I want to make, the way this is designed, it'll come off the sides like that. Anyway, worked out really good. But also what I wanted to do is by taking this picture frame or this 45 jig off, I make cigar box guitars, and I like to take the neck of the cigar like so, and I put about a 12-degree angle on it. And I made a jig to do that with the wood standing up. Anyway, check out my other video. But I can use this same sled by simply taking my speed square, giving myself the 12 degrees that I want, lining that edge right there. Now I can take this skirt from the tabletop of that IKEA table. This is one of the skirts, you know, that, anyway, it's got holes drilled through it already. I would just line that up, screw it down in place, boom, boom. Now I've got a sled that allows me to stick a piece of wood right here and cut that 12-degree angle, and I can make a scarf joint. Anyway, I think there's some other uses you could do. This came out pretty cool. I'm very happy. Crosscut sled, check this out. So this big bad boy, it has the folding fences on it. Not really a need for it other than it saves a little bit of space, and I wanted to see if I can do it, and I did. I used it to cut a pretty wide piece of board. Came out perfectly square. If you don't have a lot of room in your shop, this does help taking up some room. So for me, I'm going to put both of these in between my bench and my table saw, like so. Forgive me for just experimenting with you folks, but anyway, out of sight, out of mind. Lower than my table saw so I can still use the outfeed of this table. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. Subscribe, like, leave comments, tell me what you think. Check out ReclaimedAudioPodcast.com. Myself, Tim Sway, Phil Pensky. We do a weekly podcast about making and reclaimed and maker community and blah blah blah. We talk for an hour and it's a lot of fun. People seem to like it. Check out ReclaimedAudioPodcast.com. And we're also selling t-shirts we just ordered and got. So check those out too. You'll find the link on the website and all that good stuff. Thanks again. I've been talking too much. I really love you and appreciate you. Goodbye.